It's Calling Kitty. Here's Kitty.
Hiya, how are we doing? It's another week has gone by and it's another episode of Calling Kitty dropping into your inbox like that stubborn verruca that just doesn't seem to go away no matter how much you rub a banana peel against it. How are we doing, gang? Are we all right? It's me, it's Kitty. Hiya. Kitty cassis like the dark, sweet, viscous, slightly sickly liqueur. Only tolerable in very small doses. Hiya. Are you all right, gang? I've got a beverage on the go. Let me have a little quick swig. Are you all feeling hydrated? I hope you're all keeping hydrated because it's bloody hot out there, isn't it? Well, some days it's hot and then other days it feels like it's November. People say, well, how can the British talk about weather so much? You do literally get all 17 seasons in 1 hour in this country, don't you? So wherever you are, I hope you've got your umbrella, or I hope you've got your flip-flops, or I hope you've got your SPF 50, whatever it is that you need. Welcome to Calling Kitty. This is an audio podcast with a visual element. And I do suggest strongly this week that you seek out the visual element. I mean, look at me. I'm looking stunning, if I dare say so myself. I really did my roots again this morning. And you know what I do? I've just got my own concoction that I make. I just use a little bit of blood from one of Dave's ferrets and a bit of ketchup. Obviously, my trusty Spam all goes in there, and I put that on, and I just leave it on for about 6 or 7 days. When I've washed that off, I've got this lovely, it's a very deep plum. What are we doing? I'd say, I've got me blowout. I make a bit of an effort for your cock. All right. But no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're wearing, my energies go out to you. Me vibes go out to you. Welcome to Calling Kitty. So Calling Kitty is for the woman who stores her maxi pad in the freezer compartment of the communal fridge at work, and she sees absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, is that you? If that's you, then this is your tribe. You've found us. Welcome to this community. What do we do here? Well, we put the world to rights, quite frankly. I have a bit of a catch up about what's going on at work and what's going on in my life, what's going on the cul-de-sac where I live. And if you've listened to every episode, then you deserve a bloody medal, quite frankly. If you've just dropped in for this one, you're very welcome. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can always get in touch with me. Go to me platform. I'm on all platforms. Hiya, it's me, Kitty. That's HIYAITSMEKITTY. Hiya, it's me, Kitty. It's a bit of a mouthful, but believe me, it's worth it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can get in touch with me about anything, whether you've got... Maybe you've got that persistent verruca that won't go away. I do a lot more than rub a banana peel on it. Okay. Now, obviously, there's lots of different things that you can do. The main thing I'd say is stop walking around the swimming pool with no shoes on. What the bloody hell's wrong with you? Because not only are you spreading it, you're receiving it. But just wear a sandal. That's what I'd say about that. But also what you can also do is I get the stone from the middle of an avocado. So what I do is I tend to hang out at hipster cafes and just where the bins are, they're throwing out about 30 or 40 avocado skins and stones per day, as you can imagine. And I just collect all of those. And then I just grind them all down into a powder. Believe it or not, and a lot of people don't until they try me remedies and then they go, bloody hell, Kitty, you're a genius. And I say, I know. So many people don't realise that. But you smear that on, hold it on with a little Band-Aid and keep that on for about 3 days. And you will notice that the verruca will just slowly subside. Now, Sally Christie got in touch with me and she said, Kitty, I bloody love this podcast. You're hilarious. Where can I see you live? And I said, Sally, I am doing a tour of all the care homes in Edinburgh. All right. So if you are up in the Edinburgh area, come and see me. All right. Just find your local care home. I will be there, or I will have been there, or I'll be on my way there. And that's where you can see me in all my glory. And I'm doing one-to-ones, I'm doing meet and greets, I'm doing everything. But thank you, Sally. I love that. Now I'd give you a little shout out there. I didn't know it. I don't know if you want a shout out or not. It may be that you're actually living under another identity because you committed some terrible crime and you've actually been off the radar, and all of a sudden the word Sally Christie has seeped into somebody's consciousness and you'll be convicted for something, but maybe not. Maybe you're just getting on with your own life and you just reached out to me to say how much you love me, and I love you too, treasure. All right. Now, you can get in touch with me, and sometimes I get these tinglings in my nether regions, and I feel like somebody is actually trying to get. It's never wrong. It's never wrong. Who have we got on the line?
Hello, love. You all right, darling?
Yeah. Oh my God, Rock Candy. That's what it says in the corner. Is that your name?
It is my name. My name's Rock Candy.
Oh, you look amazing. Again, can I just get everybody to go to the link in the bio, because you are looking absolutely
How could
stunning.
you miss this, honestly?
I mean,
thought
you
couldn't come and see you without a bit of leopard print either.
I love that. I love that. And your pearl necklace. I mean, you've been busy over Brighton Pride weekend, haven't you, Cock?
Oh, I have. God, I've been in some situations. Work would have been this morning. I'm still been going. It's been dead fun.
So it's not so much Brighton. So I mean, I'm assuming that you're residing in Brighton. Obviously, my clairvoyancy kicks in every now and then. But tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
Where you from? What you on?
Yeah, so I live in Brighton. I come from Doncaster originally, South Yorkshire. Moved here when I was 19, which was last year. And yeah, just kicking about in Brighton now. Enjoying the sunshine when we get it. Today's a bit naff, but better than our sunshine recently.
And I'm loving you. Are you back home in that hair? What are you doing? Because I'm loving that hair.
I just woke up like this, actually. Yeah.
Did you?
I thought I'd just put a bit of lip nib on, but I just woke up out of bed.
You're so natural. You're so natural. Can I call you Rock, or do people call you Candy?
Call me Rock. Everybody does.
Rock. I love that. So what have you been up to, and where have you been, and what have you seen?
Well, the other day actually, that's why I've got the sunglasses on. You know those vampire facials you get?
Oh yeah.
Well, I got one of my retinas. Apparently, it's very good for seeing in the dark. Still can't see anything yet, but apparently, I'll be seeing in the dark in a few days.
Now, where did you go to get this vampire facial done, Rock? Because
just around the back of Tesco's.
Right. Okay. Now, yeah. I am all for we're in a cost of living crisis.
Oh,
we've got to do what we've got to do, but don't go to the back of Tesco's, because if I'm right in thinking that it's the Tesco's in Brighton, that's where Deirdre has a salon. Did you go to Deirdre?
I think it was Deirdre. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh,
absolutely not. No. Now listen, the good news is you will see again in a few days.
Okay, good.
The bad news is what you do need to do is you need to approach any sort of stray cat in the Brighton area and try to excrete some urine from that cat. And you've got to bathe your eye in that, treasure.
Right. Keep it on.
You keep it on, put it on a cotton wool pad and just pop it over and just let it soak in that.
Strap it on, one on each eye.
Strap it on, a bit like a pirate. You'll be fine. Now, Deirdre doesn't tell you that, and I don't know why she doesn't tell you that.
She didn't say that to me, no.
We've had so many meetings with her, Rock, about how aftercare is very important. That's listen, I'm happy to give you that advice. Always come to me. I'm doing so many different. I'm doing so many different experimental beauty treatments, but I always make sure that I keep in touch with the client afterwards.
I'll definitely come to you next time then.
So that's why you've got those gorgeous sunglasses on.
Yeah, and I just can't see anything in the lights. I can see bright lights, and that's it.
Really, all we need to do is see bright lights, isn't it? That's all we need. Do we need any of the neon? That's all we need to see, isn't it?
Exactly.
So am I right in thinking that if you Pride this weekend with those sunglasses on, you can't really see anything? As you're I guess your standards have lowered completely then, have they?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, just if it's gropable, if it's there,
Yeah.
I'll have it.
If
Yeah.
it's warm.
Yeah, preferably warm.
Preferably, it's not a deal breaker, is it?
Preferably moving as well, but I'm open to suggestion.
So was it busy? Did you have a great time? Tell me all about it.
Fabulous time. I was working Saturday night, working a bar. I think you visited actually a couple of times, Temple Bar.
I've done a few treatments out of there. Yeah. Love that place.
But yeah, I was working there Saturday night, which was mental, but it was so much fun. And then Sunday, just kicking about in Brighton, feeling around for nice things. I've had a lovely time. I love
that. I mean, you're a bit like a magpie, just looking for shiny, nice things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Aren't you? That's what we're doing. That's what Pride should be about, really, shouldn't it?
Exactly. Shiny things.
Shiny things. Yeah. I'm loving it. So, is your look inspired by who is your look inspired by? Would you say?
Oh, I've always loved my number one, Bette Lynch. Absolutely love her. If I could be anyone,
absolute dreamboat.
If I want to grow up, I want to be Bette Lynch when I grow up. But just mainly Northern icons, because we do it better, don't we?
Oh, we absolutely do, yeah.
But just that rough and ready, love it.
I love that. Classic. Can I ask you, Rock? Have you ever the bar that you work on? Have you ever gone? Have you ever worked behind the bar? Because you're giving big Bette Lynch vibes, and I'm just imagining you now pulling a pint.
I've done it a couple of times, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, it gets very sweaty though.
I can imagine. I mean, listen, we've got to suffer for our art, haven't we?
Absolutely.
You can imagine Bette behind that bar all those times, cinched in waist, feeling like she just wants to fart. She probably just went down in the cellar and had a good fart, and unleashed the hook and eyes every now and then. But you've got to give the people what they want, haven't you?
You have. Put on a brave face.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you've got in touch with me today. Have you got any burning questions, or have you got any dilemmas? I mean, I've sorted out your eye there. I want you to keep me informed of what's going on with that.
I will do. I will.
Anything else that you wanted to chat to me about, or like maybe? I mean, you know my work. You've seen, and obviously, if you come from Doncaster, you must know I was working with Charlie Foreskin up there for many, many years.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm giving out advice. So let me know how I can help you.
Oh, let me think. I do remember in your show when you read my lovely earlobe. Have you got any advice for sort of getting into that more spiritual side of things? Because I think I might have some sort of connection to the beyond. How do I tap into that?
Listen, when you know. If you, and you will, it's almost like you're dialing in to a different, if you imagine you put your domain name in your browser and you arrive at the website that you would like to go to, that's your destination. I find that, supernatural powers, being able to kind of commune with the other side, it's almost like you put that in your GPS. Now, sometimes you put it in your GPS and you get the wheel of death, don't you? Sometimes you put the address in and it's coming up, no results found. That can happen sometimes. Absolutely. The fact that you're even putting in the destination, you've got that interest in it.
Making the journey there.
Yes, you're making the journey. You're making the contact. And the question is, are they on the other side? Are they... Are they meeting you halfway, or are they even answering the call? So that's the first thing. Even the fact that you're putting it out there. So you've got so many people walking around, Rock, and I'm sure you see them every day. They don't even know that there is another side. They don't know that we're working on different spiritual levels.
That's very true.
What I would say is get yourself a jar of Horlicks from the One Stop Shop. Put that into a saucer. A lot of people use tea leaves. I prefer to use Horlicks. I think the granules give you a different. They give you just a different portal into a different side of that world. Just a small droplet of ideally gin, but it could be rum or vodka. And what that does, you will actually, you've probably got some right there. You will find that will actually change the molecular construct of the room. The energy in the room will shift straight away. All right. I mean, I should do a YouTube video on this, shouldn't I? Like a tutorial.
I reckon you should, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, But I offer courses as well. Deirdre offers courses. Don't go anywhere near those because limited eyesight will be the least of your problems. But if you've got an interest for the other world, if you've got an interest for the other side, you know, I'm always looking for help, Rock. As you know, I mean, you were brilliant. For those of you that don't know, I offer all sorts of readings. Some people do tarot, some people do palm reading. I actually do earlobe reading. And I can also...
And very well.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite amazing that night. And if you weren't there...
It was moving.
It was very moving. I mean, we did... I'm not going to say that the show was sold out because that wouldn't be true. But there was at least 4 other people in that room that felt that night, I think. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going and I'm just chipping away. And I'm just making positive changes where I can and linking.
It's really special. You can bring that to people.
Absolutely. Remind me on your. So did we connect you maybe with a royal line?
That was it. Yeah, I think you said something about a prince or something.
That's right.
I said royal line. Yeah.
I said, have you done 23andMe? Because I suggest that you look back and see, because there is definitely, I don't know if maybe you could be the ancestor of an illegitimate child of Henry VIII.
Well, I did a bit of research actually, not like 23andMe or anything, but I did a bit of research into it, and my surname actually goes all the way back to the Normans. And when they all came over, it was all the royals of them that came over. So maybe it's one of them.
Oh my God. Now, I didn't know that about you, Rock. And this is the great thing about these follow-up sessions that I can have with people. If I've met them at my show, we can do a deep dive. You can always find that it will lead back to truth. And that is quite amazing. I mean, that is a breakthrough that we've had here on Calling Kitty. Don't say we don't give you out on Calling Kitty. We've got breakthroughs. That is amazing.
Miracles,
absolutely. A lot of these podcasts are just filled with adverts, aren't they? And a bit of chat here and there. We're actually absolutely we're doing the real work. This is the real work.
Changing the world.
Absolutely. So I'm wondering if there could be a claim. Do you know what I mean? Where there's fame, there's a claim.
I'll have a look so I'm thinking any like estates or anything.
Absolutely, and especially in Doncaster, because I think there could be a lot of landed gentry up there that you are actually entitled to. So there could be a small farm holding, a small cottage, maybe. That is well worth looking into. And I wouldn't ask for any commission on that, Rock. As you know, I just do it for the love of it.
I might have to give you a little something if I end up, just because I would have never looked into it if it wasn't for you, would I?
Well, listen. That is true, and even if you just tell all of your local WI groups about me, that would be enough for me, because you look like you joined the WI. You do look like you're an active member.
I've been to a few. I've been kicked out of a few as well, which can't go into for legal reasons. Yeah. I made my own sort of Women's Institute. I call it a Women's Institute. It's nothing like that. It's just a few of us gather around and get sloshed.
Yeah, that's it. That's like the book club, isn't it? Exactly. It's the book club where they never read the book. They just get pissed. No. Yeah, I love that. Listen, where can people find you, Rock Candy?
So I'm on Instagram at Rock Candy Drag, and everything I'm doing, I post on there. It's best way to keep track of what I'm doing and everything.
I mean, it is a great platform into Instagram. If I so
lovely.
much as have a bowel movement, I will put it on there.
Oh, absolutely.
So everyone knows. Just so everyone knows. And are you
Absolutely.
available? Are you available for gigs? Are you available for hosting?
Absolutely. Yeah. I do a bingo at the minute, which I'm really enjoying. If anyone wants a bingo doing, I'm your gal. But yeah, I'm available for whatever anyone wants of me, pretty much.
I love that. And that's only for a limited time, because you know that rock is actually going to find their roots and they're going to like trace back and will be almost living like Barbara Cartland. Yeah, like a recluse, like Barbara Cartland, just reclining on a chaise longue, and she won't have just time for your bingo crap.
My lovely assistant.
Absolutely. And then and she'll be surrounded by people peeling grapes and fanning her off.
Exactly.
And so what I suggest you do is get in touch while you've still got time.
Get on it fast.
Rock, thank you so much for joining me, treasure. You're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Darling. And I'll see you soon, treasure. Ta-ra!
Ta-ra!
Oh, wasn't that lovely? Listen, I've got so many talented people who are in my sphere, they're in my world, they're in my community, they're in my circuit, and I consider you, listener, viewer, I'm looking straight down the camera lens at you. You are in that community. You're one of us, and I give you a great big hug, unless you're causing loads of shit around provincial towns in the UK at the moment. In that case, you're absolutely not welcome here, and I suggest you just go and get a hug from somebody very, very quickly. Don't get political, Kitty. You know it doesn't work. It doesn't scan well for in 3 years when somebody's found this podcast in a time capsule. We've been over this. Sorry, I did actually present the topical news on Granada Meridian for a very long time. So I can't help just getting involved in topical matters, but this is not the place for that. That's going to be behind a paywall. Listen, thank you for joining us this week. I've been Kitty Cassis, from the bottom of my colonic to the tips of me acrylics. This has been me, and you've been gorgeous. See you next time. Ta-ra!
Like, follow, subscribe, sign your life savings over to Calling Kitty. Available on all the podcast platforms.